We're doing a die chance VOD review. Die chance did 5 gifted. I'll pull up that VOD match ID. Okay, 1 VOD. Single one. Okay. And we'll go through it while I'm talking to you in Twitch chat. And max duration of the review, we'll say an hour. Does that sound good? Yes, sir, mate. All right, awesome. VOD review in session. I don't remember anything remarkable about this game, so it should be very educational for chat. No BS, spam. What rank is this? Oracle? Okay, bet. What was your employment pre-Deadlock? Nothing. I did nothing. My only employment was like, I was a programming assistant. When I was 15 years old, I worked as a Panera Bread dishwasher. Dishwasher is the worst fucking job ever. Never become a dishwasher if you can avoid it. It's horrible, bro. Your hands get all fucked too and shit like that. I remember my hands were like peeling. Alright, let's see your gameplay here. And Die Chance, let me know if you have any questions at any point. I'll comment when I see some things. But so far, I'm eating my yoga right now. I'm just observing what's happening and I don't really see much. So the big thing in your Die Chance is this is your tier 1 camp wave. So with what you do on this wave, it needs to be within the scope and context of the pursuit of the tier 1 camp, right? So let's see what you do. Okay, Die Chance. What happens here is you miss an opportunity in which you can take their stuff, steal their resources, right? So what you actually did when you were fighting these guys was really good. You got the Moe and Crow less than half, and this guy is half, and you traded your stuff, you shot them. Now the thing is from this moment, we should always be looking to translate these leads we have, these small leads, into something bigger, right? And the thing that you don't do is you don't translate into something bigger. That's all that's missing. So here you kill this guy, or you shoot him, right? Very low. All we now need to do is go to this left side, pressure their tier 1 camp, and it doesn't even have to be with the intent to invade. You can just shoot them more, get them lower. I mean, you should be trying to invade. That should be the intent. But the end goal doesn't necessarily have to be a successful invade. It can be like something, maybe just get some more damage. But you should always prod it and try it, right? So that's the first thing that I say. The implications of taking that tier 1 camp is now assuming that you get theirs and yours, you're up like 300 souls in the lane, right? Close to your spice, close to your ult, close to everything, hit your abilities first, and then you can abuse that edge in the laning phase. Whenever I invade with randoms, they drop penis on me. Well, that is not good. The first step, though, is trying, right? If every time you try and it doesn't work, that doesn't necessarily mean that you shouldn't, or you should give up. It means that you should keep trying until you need it to work. Your Rem is committing sins, Die Chance. This is the sin of the Rem solo wave. I mean, I think you're still getting the waves, but etiquette-wise, you should clear that wave first before you go take your jungle. Why is that? The first thing it does is it guarantees that you won't get invaded. Because with a neutral wave state like this, they can just walk over and you're shitty, right? The second thing is so they can secure the souls from these guys. So is it likely that Moe and Krill and Silver invade you at this moment? Probably not, because they're taking their camps as well. But perhaps if this was a different matchup, then they could easily just ignore this wave and just go invade you. So either you need to do what I just said, or two, you need to have this Rem not commit the sin. This little shit. He's committing a fucking sin. He's fucking sinning. Look at him. Sinner. Fucking sinning Rem. But he's so cute. I can't believe this guy's the audacity. I know, I can't believe it either. He's so cute, it doesn't matter if he's cute. He's fucking a sinner. Bro, you know the craving I have right now to just fucking get some fucking fast food, bro, and just fucking eat it all, bro. Because I'm so big and chungus, you know what I mean? I know it's Goy Slop, I know. But bro, I'm addicted. Bro, I want a nice fucking taco from Taco Bell. Oh my god. I don't mind this. So, this is a little bit of an issue. The timer of the other camp is definitely an issue. But the thing that went wrong here, in my opinion, is your prioritization on the camps. I think even if you know that tier 1 is going to spawn, why aren't we going for the tier 2 though? Like, yes, this is bad, right? This is not good. But what I'm saying is, why aren't we going here? Tier 2. Yummy. No, that's what Rem fucking gets for stealing your shit, by the way. That's what fucking Rem gets, bro. Look at this guy. Fucking get grabbed, bro. Get grabbed. Fucking Rem. Look. Bro thinks he's him? Bro thinks he's him? Get him, Mo. Get him. Combo him. Bitch. Get him. Fucking grab him. Happens. I like the positivity, though. That's W positivity right there. The fucking positivity's out there. Yo, 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 yo! Dude, we're not... Do you think we're doing it's? Oh my god, we gotta create some kind of system for this, bro, because we're not doing any more we're not doing any more. Did you gift a gift, or do you think that there was like another open slot? Nah, I dead asked Die Chance, and he said gift 5. Bro, Die Chance, you can't just tell people to gift subs. There's no more. Listen, new rule. New rule. If someone that isn't a moderator tells you to give subs or do something for something, don't believe them, because they probably don't understand the full situation and the full context of what's happening. I need to make some kind of website for this so you guys don't How are you accidentally spending? Come on. Do not gift me 5 subs. You will get scammed. I swear to God, if you give me 5 subs, I'm not doing your VOD review. Or as I'll give you the exception because Die Chance trolled you. Okay, just come here tomorrow. Whatever I decide to stream, I will do your VOD tomorrow. Mr. Raz. You don't get a VOD review. There's no VOD review. No, you're not getting any VOD review. There's none. No. No VOD review, no subs, nothing. There's no VOD review. This is a for fun, friendly. There's nothing happening. No, there's no VOD reviews, no nothing, no gifts, no donations, nothing. No VOD review, nothing. Yes. Nothing. No VOD review. The VOD was never here. Mods, remove the VOD review command. Actually, just remove it, actually. Pretend it doesn't exist. Anyways, let's see the staff. Come on. Anyway, what happens here? I think this is just silver. I'm so tapped out because my cortisol is spiked. I mean, what this really comes down to is this sequence here, Die Chance. When you trade this guy here, I understand that he doesn't have any cooldowns, but this doesn't give you permission to walk on the wave that you're walking on it. Like, how you're walking on it, right? I mean, you're like below half, right? Yeah. So, like, you can defend the homeland, but after that, it's done. Like, it's done now. You can't walk up in this way. This is just too disrespectful to walk up, essentially. Alfie, don't tell me by the way that you actually can you give me some context as to why you're gifting? Don't rage at me. Why are you gifting subs? Dude, I can't refund Twitch subs. Did you actually just be honest with me? Did you actually gift 5 subs for a VOD review or no? Was that like just for fun, the 5 gifted, or like was it like to rage bait? No, of all my VOD reviews. You want a refund for all your VOD reviews? Are you gonna scam him too? Bro, I don't even know what to say. See, now I feel bad because what am I supposed to do? I'm forced by Twitch to allow gifted. Bro, this is a curse. I can't tell if you're rage baiting. I cannot tell if you're rage baiting, bro. Alfie, are you serious or no? He's rage baiting. He's legit rage baiting. I guess I'll go lose some more games. He's rage baiting. Okay, thank you for the 5 gifted, bro. I appreciate it. Thank you. I'll finish your VOD, don't worry. I'll finish your VOD. Right? We'll finish it. That was a good kill. And I like this. This is good. This is great. Translating the kill in the sinners. Don't blame Die Chance for your failing to make a system. I mean, true. I thought I had a system, but I guess the system wasn't real. Honestly, I think you're too conservative with your stamina. I appreciate your stamina conservativeness, but I think you're not using your stamina. I like the fact that you're conservative with it. I just wish that you used it there. Because you don't need to fight that silver. Realistically, you're not going to be able to beat that silver. I don't want to be one. Your hero doesn't even have his orange spike yet. Yeah, I mean, intensifying is not bad. People buy it a lot of times. I always like to buy opening rounds, but like a big consideration with opening rounds, it doesn't work on structures. I'm pretty sure if you heavy melee them all as you gut shot them, that should be an instinct for you when you heavy melee. When you gut shot, you should do gut shot, heavy melee. Sometimes if the enemies are good, they will like parry beforehand and you'll get parried on it. Well, you need to create that instinct. If you were able to do that, I think you would have enough damage just by a barely enough damage to kill this guy. But that's really it at the end of the day. I mean, you tried to execute on something and it just didn't work. I mean, overall, like, I don't think it's, like, bad at all. Like, the idea of what you do, there's nothing wrong with that. I think overall, though, like, what you did there is good. It's just really, like, there's a small thing you could have done to just maximize your chances there a little bit more, and that's, hitting that heavy. I really like where you go now in the side lane. This is good. Ooh. I don't really like how you're running around the map too much, to be honest. You need to be more stable with where you're playing as Venator. Venator is a hero that needs a lot of farm and a lot of gold. Where you're going to get most of this from is from the side lane and these waves. You're not... I really did not like at all like that movement you do here. I think you should have just been stationary in that left side and farmed the tier 3 camp. So if we speed up here a little bit, what I'm referring to is this exactly. This is all good. This is all great. This is great here as well. You see Mo Krill, you get scared. Back up. Think he has combo? I mean, he does have combo, you see it. Right? But then where things go wrong is I don't like this. I don't like this at all. Now listen, you got two options. You can either kick this bum out the side lane, or you can be in the side lane. In all honesty, we should be looking to, in my opinion, have agency in our games, assuming we're a decent player, which I assume for you to be. You're pretty good so far. This guy, I mean, you can also coexist with him in the side lane, right? Like 2-2-2. Just take the tier 3 here. But you need to be in the side lane here, and then in addition, you need to take this tier 3 after you're done. What you do after is just like bad because you're sacrificing your money to get Billy souls, which is not something at all that you can afford to do on Venator. And lean, vector base, T element, unlinked list, unsigned short, allocation count overflow. Fucking W vibes, mate. W fucking vibes. Yeah, you need to basically go Giga Chat alpha mode. You can't let yourself get bullied out of this island like that. And if it is a matter of like, oh well, we'll duo share, just duo share and just take the tier 3 on the side, because what you do is like the least econ of it all. And the thing is, look, here's the thing that you gotta understand as well, that chance. That Billy probably has no idea what the fuck is happening. What do I mean by that? He probably has no idea the harm he's causing you by doing that. If he has no idea the harm that he's causing you, he's not gonna make an active effort to get you out of that position. So the boxes and stuff Billy should be doing? Not necessarily. All I can say for certain is Venator cannot be sacrificing the wave. That's for fact. Venator cannot be sacrificing the wave to any extent. Now, whether that means Billy should run boxes, Billy should catch the wave, Billy should do this, Billy should do that, that's for him to decide. That's not really your problem as Venator. What's important for you to understand is your hero needs farm. You cannot be running boxes as his hero. I mean, look at your abilities, scales of the boons, scales of boons. If we have no boons, how do we deal damage? Well, we just don't. Billy's a grown adult. He can figure that out himself. Allegedly. I mean, Billy could be a 4-year-old child on a keyboard and mouse, slobbering, vomiting all over the place. Could be. Well, what do you think's wrong with this die chance? Right here. What I'll tell you, die chance, is I'll tell you this. This is a pretty common fear to have, especially when you're very cognizant about the game. The fact that you're having fears like that, I think, is very good. The fact that you're fearing the Mo and Krill, no one is showing the map. However, this is the state of the name of the game. If you kind of just like get ganked by 6 people taking that center sacrifice, that's just life. The pendulum unfortunately swung to crush your balls, and they just swung to crush your balls, and that's how it goes. You know what I mean? But in theory, if they do that, there's a few things they're losing. They should lose this, they should lose this, and their wave is all the way here, right? So what I recommend to you is the alternative approach. I recommend to you that after you shove this wave here, we'll go back in time. We'll go back in time here. What you do is you should do a few things. 1, you should put yourself in a position in which it's very difficult for you to get ganked. So that's 1. 2, start with this camp and let the wave explore for you. What I mean by the word explore is the wave is going to push into, right, into here, and it's going to explore. The longer and longer and longer you let this wave walk towards their base guardians, the higher and the higher in which the wave is a priority for the enemies to respond. So the importance of the wave increases because the wave's here, not that important. Wave's here, more important. When it gets to here, very important, we must clear. Why is it very important that we must clear the wave here? It's because that it's hitting our base guardians, and then if we don't clear this wave, well, we lose all the souls, and yeah, so that's why the enemies need to clear the wave here. Highest alert. So you need to let this wave explore. You need to put yourself in a position which you're not going to get killed here. And also, think about it. What happens when you shove this wave? What else is happening on the map? I mean, this is actually hard. The other things that are happening on the map is all these other waves are getting shoved. Look, this wave is getting shoved. This wave's getting shoved. Why? Because all the waves come at the same time in Deadlock. Every wave crashes and drops at the same time except mid lane. Mid lane comes a little sooner, right? So by simply waiting, it is inevitable that someone will have to show on these waves here or here, in which they're going to show, right? They're going to show here, they're going to show here, and all that good jazz, right? So all we have to do is 1, put ourselves in a nice position, like here, cozy here. 2, let your wave push. 3, wait for a response on the map. Now, going back to 1, well, what are we going to do if we're just fucking sitting here off jerking, right? Like, what if we're jerking it, right? What are we going to do? Well, what you're going to do is you're going to stand here, right? And you're going to be looking for vision. You're going to be sitting here looking for vision, and you're going to shoot these camps while you're searching for vision to see if you're going to get ganked or not, right? Because if you don't get ganked about now, you're probably not going to get ganked while you're on the sinners, right? So you sit here, shoot, okay, no one's showing. Oh, Moan Crow showing on Warden, Moan Crow showing on Warden. Okay, now we can take the sinners. Now we can take the Makas. Does that make sense, chat? And someone put another good alternative in the chat. You could start with just farming this tier 3 camp right here. You could start by farming the tier 3 camp and look at the vision you would have farming this tier 3 camp. If you take this tier 3 camp right here, look at what you see. You would see here, you would see here, you would see here, you would see here, you'd 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 see everywhere, right? Everywhere 360 full peripheral. You would not get ganked. It'd be very difficult for you. Unless this Moan Crow has the Shadow Weave method, which I coined, right? Then you are dead. That's why Shadow Weave is so OP. What if Venator slips and breaks his leg on the way to Sinner? Well, he better fucking get a cane and fucking keep on walking over there. The magic carpet method? Well, listen, man. The North Americans haven't discovered the magic carpet method yet. The carry players helps a lot because they don't invade enemy farm as much as I should. Yeah. My coaching and what I coach kind of reflects how I'm playing at a certain time. So recently what I've been doing is I've been much more focused on helping people be aggressive, even on carry heroes to take farm and stuff like that. Same thing here. Take a look at this. Moan Crow showing right side. We see Mackerel. We see the Mackerel. We see Mackerel. Mosif and Krillium. Mosif and Krillium is the right side. And you are not taking Sinner Sacrifice. It is not very good. I don't like this. I don't like this die chance. Well, I don't like this die chance. You know why I don't like this here? Well, thank you for the raid once again, Lizard. I don't like this here because you're walking up on the wave when the urn is in play. Think about it. All this Bebop has to do, just a few little steps forward. Look, he's almost there. Look, he can do it. The little train that could. The little train that could. And look at where you're positioned. He's almost there. Look, he's almost about to get there. Just a little around the corner. And now look, now you've basically put yourself in the only position in which a big fat mole can just come and grab you and go. That's it. So we simply cannot put ourselves in this position when it is not time to put ourselves in this position. When is it time for us to put ourselves in position? Simply when Bebop is in position to execute the play. Why is this a bad thing? Because if we die, we stagger the urn play even more. Why is staggering the urn play even more? Because Bebop is going to get butt aids by holding this urn for too long, right? It's going to be in his ass, it's going to fucking fester, it's going to rot, and he's just going to get cancer, he's going to die, right? So we can't have that happen. We can't have that happen, essentially. That's the TLDR here. So let's see what happens. I feel like you're about to get grabbed completely by mole. I feel like a big fat mole is just going to jump from the sky and just eat ya. There he is! There he is! Look! There he is! Look, he spawned in! Look at him! Rem was in VC talking about some I hear them on our doubles. Regardless of what you hear, of what people are saying, this is very similar. This is very similar to the Ivy situation. What is the Ivy situation? The Ivy situation, do you remember? Do I need to demonstrate again? Do I need to demonstrate to you all again? I will demonstrate to you all again. I will demonstrate. Look, I'll demonstrate. Remember? Look, the automobile. Look, this is the automobile. And this here is you walking to the store. It's you walking to the store. Look. You're like, la da da da, and go. Fucking death. That's essentially what happens. Die chance. Die chance, are you listening right now? I need you to look both ways before you cross the street. And when someone says, oh, yo, XYZ is happening, first consider yourself. Think about where am I at? What the fuck is happening? Who is near me? Who am I? How much money do I have? What's the fucking year? What's the month? Who's the president? What's the weather? Everything, right? Consider all of that first. And then when you have considered everything, then react appropriately given your conditions. So let's see exactly what exactly went wrong here. Well, to me, let's take a look. So what did we not account for here? Let's go ahead and take a look. So What we need to understand at this moment, this is a little advanced. This is like, it's like tier 3 thinking, okay? Where do you think the enemy is gonna be when this is happening? Take a look at this. Okay, I want you to just consider a thing. This and this. Where's the enemy at? Could trade mid boss. I mean, they could be on mid boss. You're right. They could be on mid boss, but the enemy is either here, sure, here, or here. Why are the enemies in these locations? Well, the enemy probably is in mid boss. I'm not gonna lie. 16 minutes is too early, so we'll cancel that. The enemy is either trading cross map to kill Warden, probably for the walker, or the enemy is most likely contesting the urn. Now, Rem gave me the information and said they are on our doubles. They're on our doubles. The urn drop-off is on the same side of our doubles. You can kind of begin to paint a picture when you get that information. So actually here, the information that gives you insight into what's happening is the double invasion communication that you said. They're invading our doubles. They're on this side of the map. We simply cannot navigate through the territory freely like this. In this case, we just can't, in my opinion. We just need to be more careful. So that's all I gotta say there. I mean, just cosmetic in the sense. Oh, I don't know about this invade, but oh. So all I gotta say about this here. First boss man, Die Chance, where's art thou extra charge? For Max Granada, Die Chance, where art thou extra charge? Why is extra charge important in this situation? Well, I want you to think about something. Granada, long range, kabloom, explodey, camp clear. Technically, a way that you can approach the situation is by using the grenades to clear that camp from a distance. Well, how would we have a grenade? Extra charge Granada. So you're missing the extra charge Granada. Simply imagine this situation that plays out. Here, this is very standard. This is good. You get the wave shove, right? I'm assuming you call this, you clear this camp, right? And then Granada. Granada! Kill this guy from a safe distance, right? And also you're playing out of tune with your timer here. So first, Granada. Second, playing out of tune with the timer. I'll tell your timer. Timer beginning. Bing, 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 bing. Look, timer beginning, timer beginning, timer beginning, timer beginning, timer over. Your timer's done. It's done. Here, there's no more timer. It's done. But look what you're doing. Look, she's coming and you're still fucking digging in. You're fucking digging in there, bro. You're still... You're playing out of tune with the timer. And just because, just a little few seconds, right? Even if it took a little few seconds, you still get caught. She still grabs you and wraps her tail around your Johnson. And yeah, and now you're just like, unfortunately die. And the bird, the IDF missile comes and strikes. Die Chance, you're missing extra charge from your build. You really need extra charge on Venator for these nades. I have it. I'm just really bad at spending souls. Okay. Yeah. You definitely gotta tap into spending these souls here. Like this, you should buy. You buy. Please buy. Oh. The reason as to why it's so important to buy here, Die Chance, is mainly because of the time in the game right now. You're at 21 minutes in this game, and 21 minutes, remember, I don't know if you guys were here yesterday for that, but we had to talk about, like, nuclear bombs, explosions, and all that shit. Well, right now, yeah, the 20 minutes nuke, yes. There is a nuclear bomb in mid-boss. It's called the mid-boss pet, right? It's in mid, it's called mid-boss, right? And whoever gets it basically, like, increases their odds of winning the game by a lot. When you here are actively rotating in to enter a fight, this is signing the terms and conditions that you are actively looking to make a play that might turn the mid-boss. Essentially, when you're doing this, you need to make sure you're fully spent. I don't know how else to put it other than that. You have to be fully spent walking to this fight. You can't. It's just not like you just can't have 5k and fight this. If you're forced to from some ungodly means, or like God comes from heaven and says you must do this and just you have to do it, so be it. But at this moment in time right now, you just can't be fighting with 5k. That's all I can say. You're basically fighting with about 25% of your net worth in your bank. That's really, really bad. That's okay. You don't have to go intensifying mag. Some people look at some people. Yeah. So yes. Do you explore in Mog Silver? Yes. You fucking pull her tail off, bro. Her tail gets pulled off. That's fine. However, in Eternus, the higher ranks, you are probably not going to get away with having all that money not spent. I'll tell you that much. What if he's saving up for glass cannon? To be honest, he shouldn't be saving for glass cannon. It doesn't matter if he's saving up. It's not. There are two things in Deadlock. Two things. Got two things for you, brother. Two things. What are those? Anyways, look, the two things are first, you have tempo buying, where you buy down just for the situation, and two, you save up souls and you don't buy. And you're like, I don't know if you call it slow buying or whatever, but you just don't buy and you're like saving, right? This is the situation in which you must tempo buy. Why in this situation must you tempo buy? There's a fight that is leading to the mid boss. The mid boss. What happens at mid boss? You lose or win the game usually at mid boss. So if we're actively entering a fight in which will result in the mid boss, we must buy down for the mid boss. I like this. I'm down. I think we could have won mid boss though, but I'm down. I think Sinclair's money, that's valid, but no. Please, die chance, bye. No, extra charge, die chance, please. Please. Die chance, Sama, we need to buy. Wait. Yes. Okay, but you should have died chance here. I'll give you some critique on this buy. You should have probably just bought extra charge plus 3,200. Like here. You probably just go extra charge, and then you probably just go something like escalating. You could go escalating, you could go weighted shots, you could go warp zone, counterspell, you could go a lot of different things. I think this is probably not, yeah, because you want to spend down this bag, right? And also, look, your team, like, I mean, it looks like to me they're going mid. Are they? No, these guys aren't going mid. They're just all around mid lane. Yeah, you just need to buy down here. You need to spend down this bag. Could you explain how to spend the bag? The bag is a part of your money. You have 200 secured right now. Yeah, so how you essentially spend this bag is you spend this money. So let's say there's a 12,000 soul item, you spend this, and then let's say you were to only spend 400 though, right? Let's say we spend 400. That is minus, so you'd reduce your bag by about 800 souls if you spent 400, because it takes from your secured, then your unsecured. John, you've VOD reviewed before. There's no way you've never VOD reviewed. You've VOD reviewed before, don't you, Lord? Bad John. All right, bro. Bro's nonchalantly pulling up. Yeah, you know, I never watched my own VODs before. I don't need to watch my own gameplay. I'm just a goat. Brah. All genetics. Bro's fucking tapped into the genetical method. Bro is tapped into his fucking genes, bro. He's fucking CRISPRing his shit, bro. In between scrims, this guy is CRISPRing his genes to fucking tap into the method, bro. Holy shit. I really, by the way, Daichans haven't seen that much happen here. I think overall it's pretty good. Just some small itemization issues. Looks like there's gonna be a fight here as well. I don't like this. Hold on. Okay, I really don't like this. You're not making an active effort at all, Daichans, to get on the high ground here, which is really not good. I'll show you how much high ground you pass by. First, you miss this high ground. Second, you miss this high ground over here, this high ground. You miss all the high ground to actually have. You can't even do anything because you're walking down here. You can't even see anyone, right? Not getting up here. And now you're here, and this is like, you can't even see. You still can't even see anything, by the way. You can barely see anything. You still can barely see anything, by the way, that's happening. If you had the high ground in this fight, you would have legit pumped out so much damage. You still can't even see anything, by the way. So, to be honest, I think the biggest thing here, Daichans, is you just need to play high ground. The vision that you had in that fight, you just happened to be fighting in space. That was just very unfortunate. You couldn't really see anything. If you were on high ground, you could be launching your nades from across the map, just doing max damage. You have, like, so many of them. And also, you have recharging rush, so you even have more, right? That's really all it is. That right there needs to be a 6K. My opinion, best item Daichans, if you get Siphon Life, Siphon Bullets, you're fucking Thanos. It's Siphon Bullets at 100%. Left to right. I know, you gotta listen to this left to right stuff. Bad Daichans. Bad Daichans. No, Siphon is just so OP though. Siphon is so fucking OP. In my opinion, I think it's better than Glass Cannon. That shit's fucking stacked. Daichans, this here is what should cause you to feel danger of this. If we draw a line here, Daichans, you're in the danger zone, boss man. Away to the danger zone. Essentially, when you're here, you're just taking a risk. That's it. Is that easy, Habibi? When do we get Siphon Bullets when enemies are tanky? I mean, I'm just looking at the build, I'm gauging the enemy team, and I'm just thinking Siphon's a good buy. It's kind of hard to explain why. Like, okay, So I'm looking at the main damage. I don't think Venator will ever have trouble killing Grey Talon, Pocket, or Sinclair with his current build without Siphon Bullets. I think Venator's main troubles are fighting against Mokrill, Shiv, and Silver. Those heroes are like very bursty and like have a lot of HP. The way you would like win against those trades is like just healing through them through Siphon and just like taking their max HP. And also you need bullet resist right now in your build. You're lacking some. So, well, you don't actually need that much bullet resist, but it would be nice to have a little bit more. I mean, this is actually a very spirit heavy comp, so I don't think you necessarily need bullet resist as much, but I think the Siphon really saves you from Mo, from Silver, and from Shiv. Specifically Silver and Shiv, because those guys are long-term fighters. Those guys fight for a long time, and Siphon is a good long-time fight item. Also, Glass Cannon is just not good in this game. Glass Cannon is not good because they have Great Talon, Sinclair, Silver, and Pocket. And Shiv. All those heroes just kind of fucking one-shot you, to be honest. Maybe with the exception of Pocket. I mean, Pocket still does. No, Pocket will 100% shot you. Maybe with the exception of Silver and Shiv, which are more slow burn heroes. But regardless, the amount of damage these guys output is just insane. So that's why I think Siphon's good. If you disagree, you could disagree, but it's just my subjective opinion. I don't mind Vampirst. I think Vampirst is good, but I think Siphon's just way better here. Like, the idea of taking health and then gaining that health back is fucking godlike. There is nothing better than that in the game, and it scales so well. Taking their HP in addition to gaining HP, it's a life drain in an item. Inhibitor is good, Siphon is good, Glass Cannon is good, Ricochet is good. But yeah, Die Chance. Essentially, this is just all I can say is you're in a risky spot. You take the risk and they end up being there. That's really it. They might not have even been. They could have been on this right side if you were lucky, but you were in a risky spot. You took the risk and you just die. And also, I'm not gonna lie, Siphon would help you live just a little bit longer for some teammates to get next to you. I'm not gonna lie, you haven't been in really any big team fights this game. They're all like small skirmishes. I didn't like that heavy melee. I didn't like that. I don't like this, Die Chance. Unfortunately, whether your decision is right or wrong, you kind of gotta go here with these boys. You gotta go. Because if they all die, what's gonna happen? What are you gonna do? You're gonna 1v6 Cern? You know what I'm saying? I'm of the league mindset that if they want to in, let them in. Well, it's not just a matter of them, Die Chance. It's your whole entire team. It's your whole entire team. It's all 5 of your teammates. It's everyone. It's not just them. It's your whole team. So, like, yeah, we could have that mindset, but, like, what are you going to do if they all die? You're just going to, like... like, you know what I'm saying? Noobs down. Happens. Alright, buddy. Alright. And it looks like, to me, the game is over. And that's it. I think overall, the biggest thing that you probably need to work on is the itemization, to be honest. That was like, your left to right stuff kind of fucked you in some of the situations. And there's a bunch of other things that we talked about as well, like with the laning phase. Do you have any questions after the bot review, Die Chance? Is there anything you want clarification on? What's your vibes? Someone said, ew, green item first, but I think their Chungus low bob. Thoughts? Yeah, I mean, it's fine to go green items early. Green items early, man, is like completely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Mega Coach. Is Toxic Bolt still worth the buy on 7? Yeah, it's probably still worth, but it's more conditional now. Much more conditional. It's probably not a must-buy every game, to be honest with the nerf. Maybe it is, but you probably want to think a little deeper about buying Toxic Bolts now. Well, guys, I hope you guys all have a fantastic rest of your day. I am out of here.